Order 99 is the separatist equivalent of Order 66. If executed, all battle droids would turn on each other until none remained. But what if General Grievous, upon learning the truth of Darth Sidious' grand plan, activated this failsafe? How would it change the Clone Wars and the galaxy itself? Grievous sat alone on the bridge, deep in hyperspace, after retreating from the disastrous Battle of Coruscant. His rage boiled as he clenched his metal fists. He had personally captured Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, only for Count Dooku to waste time until Kenobi and Skywalker boarded the Invisible Hand. And now, Dooku was dead, executed by Skywalker, the very pawn Sidious had been molding all along. News reports flooded the HoloNet. Palpatine, Kenobi, and Skywalker were safe and sound back on Coruscant. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. Grievous needed to see what had truly transpired. Grievous stormed into a private chamber, ordering his droids to retrieve security recordings from the Invisible Hand. These encrypted logs, a security measure of his own design, stored every conversation aboard the ship. As he reviewed the data, his mechanical lungs wheezed. He found the exchange between Dooku and Palpatine and played it. The recording revealed a chilling truth. Dooku referred to Palpatine as "my lord." The same Palpatine they had been fighting against. The same man leading the Republic. The same man controlling both sides of the war. Grievous's metallic fingers dug into the console as the final pieces fell into place. Dooku had been a pawn. Grievous had been a pawn. The entire separatist cause was a lie, orchestrated by Darth Sidious to consolidate his power. And now, with Dooku gone, Sidious would replace him with Skywalker. The realization sent a surge of pure rage through Grievous's circuits. But then, clarity struck. If he couldn't win this war, he could end it. He could rob Sidious of his greatest weapon, the droid army. Grievous clenched his metallic jaw, accessing the highest command frequencies of the separatist forces. There was one failsafe built into the droid army, a contingency in case the Republic ever took control of their forces. Order 99 would trigger every droid in the galaxy to turn on their closest allies, wiping themselves out in an unstoppable cascade of destruction. A nuclear option, a way to erase Sidious' grip over the Separatists in an instant. Arriving at Utapau, Grievous activated his comms. The blue hologram of Darth Sidious flickered to life. The Sith Lord's voice dripped with condescension. The loss of Dooku was necessary. Soon, I will have a new apprentice, far younger and more powerful. Grievous smirked, his reptilian eyes narrowing. You speak of Skywalker. For the first time, Sidious hesitated. I see you have learned much, but you are still— Enough, Grievous interrupted. I was a warrior before your lies made me a monster, but now I will be your undoing. Execute Order 99. Sidious' hologram flickered, his eyes widening. What have you done? The transmission cut as Grievous deactivated the call. It was too late. On Magito, droids turned on each other. B-1 battle droids fired indiscriminately at their own ranks. Spider droids blasted tanks apart. Buzz droids swarmed vulture droids, tearing them apart mid-flight. In space, Separatist capital ships exchanged fire in a frenzied slaughter. Vulture droids and hyena bombers obliterated their own command ships. The Confederacy was self-destructing. Clone troopers and Jedi across battlefields watched in confusion as their enemies suddenly wiped each other out. On Coruscant, the Jedi Council stood in stunned silence as reports flooded in. The Clone Wars had effectively ended in a matter of hours. Back in the Jedi Temple, Anakin Skywalker reviewed battle reports. Struggling to make sense, of the sudden collapse of the Separatists. Then a transmission came through from General Grievous. Anakin sneered. "Finally calling to surrender?" Grievous growled. "Fool! I am the reason the droids are gone, and I know the truth about your precious Chancellor. Play this transmission." Suspicious, but curious, Anakin accessed the file. As Dooku's recorded voice confessed Sidious's entire plan, Anakin's heart sank. His greatest mentor, his friend, Palpatine, was the true Sith Lord behind it all. Turning back to the hologram, Anakin's voice was deadly serious. "What do you plan to do next?" Grievous' mechanical frame shifted. "Destroy Sidious while he is at his weakest, with or without you." Anakin clenched his fists. The Jedi might not believe him, but he would make them see the truth. He would ensure that Sidious rule never came to be. And for now, Grievous was an ally. In the Senate, Palpatine stood ready to declare an end to the war. He had planned to use the droid army's demise as a political tool, until Padme Amidala interrupted, standing in her pod beside Anakin. "We have undeniable evidence," she declared. "The Supreme Chancellor is a Sith Lord." Anakin uploaded the recording. The Senate chamber fell silent as the audio of Palpatine and Dooku's conspiracies played. Gasps of horror filled the air. Palpatine's eyes burned with fury. The Jedi in their pods ignited their lightsabers, ready to move against him. But before they could, Palpatine unleashed a blast of Sith lightning, shattering his pod and vanishing into the shadows of the Senate building. As he raced through hidden tunnels, desperate to reach his emergency communicator, he felt a presence waiting for him. 4 lightsabers ignited in the darkness. Grievous. And behind him, Anakin Skywalke. "This is where your reign ends," Anakin growled. Palpatine snarled, igniting his crimson blade. "You think you can defeat me?" Grievous lunged first, his 4 sabers spinning in a whirlwind of death. Anakin joined, his blue blade clashing against the Sith Lord's red. The battle had begun, the fight that would decide the fate of the galaxy. And so, with the execution of Order 99, the Clone Wars ended in an instant. But the fight for the galaxy's future had only begun. Would Grievous and Anakin succeed in eliminating Sidious? Would the Republic still fall? And most importantly, how would the Jedi react to this new alliance? That, as always, is a story for another time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.